So dashboard, you can say, let me open the notepad part. Dashboard is a collection of metrics, or you can say table metrics and charts pertaining to one context. So one dashboard is pertaining to one context. So we have to make sure we should not make so many charts on the same dashboard, which is not pertaining to single context. So if somebody is making a dashboard for sales depiction or sales prediction, so the complete ecosystem of dashboard should be in a round of sales only. We should not go make a chart of HR and other things there, the same dashboard. So dashboard should be in focused one. So where we can take a similar data values to showcase the data visualizations. So primarily, we'll be focusing on the collection of tables and charts pertaining to one context. So let's take an example. I'm working on one global sale data set. So let's say I'm looking for one dashboard where I can show segment-wise sale, and I'll say category-wise sale, and I'll say month-wise, or you can say year and month-wise. And this many charts. I'm looking for 3 charts only, or if needed, I'll go for the other charts also. So primarily, let's focus on the 3 charts: segment-wise sales, category-wise sales, and year and month-wise sales. So segment-wise sales, let me focus on I'll go for bar charts. In category-wise sales, let me go with the pie chart. And this year and month-wise sale, I'll go for line chart. That's primarily what I'm looking for. So in parallel, this will be using slices and timelines, making it more interactive. So let's start with the case. So first and foremost thing, let me make charts, insert, pivot. I'll say first chart of year and month-wise sale. I'll say date. I'll say sales. Then I'll go for group by based on year and month. And I'm using this information for making my line chart. So let me take a line. I'll go ahead. That's it. So I'm removing these buttons because it's not adding any value to me. So let's remove, hide all buttons, and headers, I'll say it's a sales trend. Say I don't want this legend here. That's the case. So anything else you want to add on this chart, you can add on. For me, it's good to go. So I'll name it sales trend. I'll make another chart of segment-wise sale. I'm creating all in a new sheets. And then I'll say sales. I'm making a bar chart, or you can say column chart. Normal things. So you want to showcase your values. You can showcase the values also. Let me add the data labels here. And data labels. Values are there. So you can format. Let me right click. Format data labels. I'll say alignment. Inside at end. I'll say vertically alignment. I'll say text direction is look like this. That's a normal case. So let me hide this formatting portion. I'll color this data value in red, white. So good to go. If you want any information, any other formatting need to be done, you can do it here. If you want any currency symbol to be added, you can select that particular value also. For me, let it be. So I'm adding the headers like chart title. It is a segment sale, and even I'm hiding this other buttons also, where I'm getting information. So this is a single value, though. That's why I'm not looking for legend to be displayed. It's good to go for me. So I named it segment sale. I'll work for one more chart there. So yeah, I'll say pivot again. This time I'll go for category wise sales. Category and sales. That's it. So I'm going for the pie chart or donut chart. Let me go for pie chart only. Okay. I'll be getting information based on data part. So let me place it here. I'm looking for labels inside this. So I right click, data labels, also data labels. Okay. That's that. Let me format this so that I can show this categories also in along with this chart labels. Format. So also category name should also be displayed along with the dates. And in place of value, I want percentage should be shown there. That's it. That's the center value or inside and outside and whatever you want looking for, you can go it. If you want to outside and then you should go at the donut. This is let it be. It is good to go. And numbers is in percentage, so I don't want to change any other formats. So let me change the title of this chart. I say category wise sales. Category sales. I'm hiding other labels. Analyze. Other buttons should not be there. Then legend I am saying is not required because I'm putting my callouts there. That's a normal case. So I'll do it. Category sales. I'm having three charts, and I'm creating one more pivot for putting a few more informations. I say pivot table, new sheet. I'll say sum of sales. That's it, nothing else. I'm putting sum of sales. It would be here. I'll say I'll name this sheet as master. On the same sheet, I'm looking for this profit should be there. I'll say existing sheet here. I'll say to the 10th position. I'll say sum of profit should be there. That's it. So formatting you can do similarly. Say I want decimal should not be there. Any currency symbol you want to add, you can add the currency symbol. But currently, I'm not looking for that. So on sheet 7, which is blank for me, I'll name it dashboard. You can name anything. Say this is my place where I have to make my complete dashboard. Let me drag the things. First, I say a sales trend to be copy from here. Copy. Then you do just paste it on dashboard. Make a gap of 10 rows or 9 rows. You place your things so that you utilize your space. So I don't need this pivot field, so you can close this. Then next I say segment sales. Dashboard. I'm placing it next to this line chart. Then I'll go category sales. You have to make sure that you utilize the space wisely, because in dashboard we have to make sure that things should be timed. So on top, I'll say let me put one slicer, analyze, insert time slicer. Time slices would be on date only. So I'll drag it here. Adjust the length which is required by you. You can go ahead, or you want to have this information year wise, you can handle it year wise, or if you want quarter wise should be there, you can drag it to quarter wise depending on need. So 2010 to 2017 I'm having data with me. So let me take the another slicer also. So for more showing me other information, slicer segment category should be there. I'll say okay. So it give me two slices. I'll adjust the slicer space to make it readable. That's a normal case. So you can increase your size of chart if needed to adjust your space. Again, this pie can be increased a little bit. And this bar can be adjusted. That's a case. Say user is saying, yeah, I need to go for the showing the sales and other things also. Here for that, let me see if I can create a space for that. I'll say this is my sales trend. Here I want the sales total sales should be displayed. So for that purpose only, I'll say I'm inserting a text box. I'm writing it sales or total sales. I'm copying this and making it total profit also. That's it. Two locations are there. You can format it if needed. So for formatting, you are in plenty of other options there. You can choose based on your need. Sales, and for profit, I say let me take some other color. Let me take the orange one. Font you can adjust. Center line. I'm copying this formatting applied to this case only, and color I'm changing to orange. That's it. And for picking values from my pivot, I'm doing what? I'm creating one more text box next to this text box. I'm writing, let me see the location part. What is the location of mine for sales? It is, this location is my A4 and this is my A11. Okay. So A4 need to be picked from there. So master is my sheet name. A4 is my location. I'll be getting the sales figure. Parallelly, I'm getting the profit also. For that, I'm getting the same step repeat. I'll say let it be likewise master exclamation sign A11. I'm getting this value. So you can increase the font and do center line. Similarly, you can do the same for this. This is good to go. That's the case. So let me make the action in this dashboard. So currently, if you change anything, only this chart will get changed. See, if you do any change, only line chart will be get refreshed. I want this to this control should be impact the other values also. For that purpose, we are having report connections. Either you click right click on the any timeline or slicer, choose report connections, and you have to select all pivots available on your sheet depending on the numbers which you have dragged on your dashboard. Then similarly, you do it for this, right click report connection, or in options you will be getting this report connection. If it is not visible, right click. So I'll say same. Repeat the same step for this. Right click, report connection, pivot. That's it. So depending on your selection point, your chart will be get refreshed. Your dashboard will be get refreshed. And this value will be changed. You can add INR and other things are there to make it more readable. So currently you are seeing that your dashboard will be impactful, and other things can be added. If any other charts are required, you can add the charts respectively.